What's up, y'all? It's your girl Brandy from Stay Snatched, and today we're making mixed veggies in the air fryer. Let's go ahead and get started. We are talking all things veggies today for a few different reasons. Personally, I have just been on a quest to eat more veggies and incorporate more diversity in the veggies that I'm eating. I used to be a green beans, broccoli type girl, but there's so many different nutrients that you can get into your body by just switching up the types of veggies that you're eating. I'm also going to be kind of talking about eating the rainbow. If you've ever heard that expression, it kind of just focuses on making sure that when you're loading your plate up, lunch, dinner, even breakfast, that you've got a nice variety of color on the dish, because different veggies provide different nutrients. Different colors help distinguish what nutrients that you're getting into your body. And so in addition to that, I get tons of questions about how to make veggies taste good, what veggies I'm eating, what I recommend, and how we can make those quickly in the air fryer. So that's what we're gonna cover today. So first, I'm gonna walk you guys through kind of the different veggies that I have today. I'm gonna make kind of like a mixed veggie type situation in the air fryer. So this would be great for weeknight dinners or even for lunch, or if you want to meal prep these in advance, pack them up and take them to lunch every day. This is going to be like the perfect thing you can use. And so I've got some zucchini here, very basic and typical, some squash, and then I have some carrots, and these are different colored carrots. These aren't something you can probably get in a regular grocery store. I got these at Sprouts. I've also seen them at Trader Joe's. So we got a purple carrot, got a yellow, and then just like a standard orange carrot. I have some cauliflower and broccoli here, and then I kind of just loosely chopped up, I loosely chopped up some red onions. I love to add red onions to a lot of different foods, but especially some mixed veggies. It's just gonna add another flavor profile in there. Just tastes amazing, especially when you get that in the air fryer, nice and roasted. Tastes amazing. So my other tip is, people always ask, how do you make veggies taste good? And I personally think that you should be seasoning up your vegetables the same way you would season your meat. If you're a meat eater, no shame here, because y'all know I am. So if you want to slather up some nice, good marinades on meat, keep that same energy with these veggies, and you will be just so thankful, because you'll bite into your veggies and it won't be something that you're not looking forward to. You're gonna love them. So I'm gonna show you guys some of my staples that I use quite often. And so when you're air frying, you're gonna need some type of liquid on there just to get them to be a nice texture. So I love to use olive oil. I use olive oil when I'm air frying all of the time. You can use something like avocado oil as well if you wish. So this is my staple. It's definitely getting drizzled on these veggies. So I always do the liquid first, and then I add the dry rubs or the dry seasonings that I want to use. So we've got olive oil, balsamic vinegar. This might be a sleeper pick. I love to use balsamic vinegar, especially on something like Brussels sprouts, but it will literally work with any of these veggies as well. A little bit goes a long way. If you've got maybe this spread of veggies, I would start with just a teaspoon of this and kind of work your way up. Add more as needed. So balsamic vinegar, it's really good. I love to use these Primal kitchen marinades. So they're marinades and they're salad dressings. So you can use these on more than just salad. So this is a cilantro lime flavor. This is something that you can drizzle on meat, you can drizzle on veggies, throw them in the air fryer, and now you've got veggies that taste like something else. That is the key here. How can we just incorporate and infuse all of these different flavors so we're not eating the same thing all of the time? They have tons of different flavors. This just happens to be the one that I'm showing you right now. Honey. Honey is a great one, and honey pairs really well with balsamic vinegar too. I make Brussels sprouts with honey and balsamic vinegar, and they are truly to die for. This is something else that you don't need a lot of. Maybe start with a teaspoon, half a tablespoon for a spread like this, and just kind of get the veggies nice and incorporated in a glass bowl. Drizzle this on there, get everything worked in, and then air fry it. You'll love it. The other thing that people, I don't think, realize that you can use, this is my homemade Oh my gosh, smells so good. My homemade taco seasoning. You don't have to make tacos to use something like taco seasoning. Your veggies can use this same seasoning and taste good as well. So this is my homemade taco seasoning. I also have my homemade barbecue seasoning here, my homemade ranch seasoning here. And so I'll provide a link in the description box to where you can find these recipes. But again, the focus on trying to eat more veggies should be, how can I alternate the flavor profile and switch it up and keep things interesting? So barbecue, it's not just for meats, y'all. You could put it on your veggies. And then ranch, I love to use this on roasted potatoes as well in the air fryer, just so good. Salt. Don't be afraid of salt. You don't need to use a whole bunch, but your veggies definitely need to get some salt in there. And then another sleeper pick that I think a lot of people are sleeping on is this Herbs de Provence seasoning. You can probably find it in any grocery store, but I'll provide a link to where you can grab it on Amazon in the description box below. I love to use this on potatoes, but it works really well on things like broccoli or any of this whole spread of recipe or veggies as well. It's just really something that's going to take your veggies to the next level. So just kind of keep that in mind. You don't have to use these things. You can use whatever you want, but remember that veggies need some type of seasoning to taste good. I love to start with a liquid and then go ahead and add your dry seasonings on there. So now we've walked through just some example veggies. Let's get to air frying these things. So I have half a cup of broccoli, half a cup of cauliflower, maybe a fourth cup of zucchini and squash, and then a half cup of sliced carrots, and then some red onions, a teaspoon of olive oil, and some spices and seasoning. I'll provide a description in the description box below of what seasonings I'm using here. Then you just want to mix the olive oil and the seasoning along with the veggies, and then place those in the air fryer. I'm air frying on 350 degrees for 8 minutes. Then you're going to open up that air fryer and then kind of move those veggies around and then air fry for 5 additional minutes on 350 degrees. So note here that I'm using zucchini. Zucchini is a really wet vegetable. It's not something that's going to crisp up easily. So if you're looking for crispy veggies, stick to things like broccoli, cauliflower, maybe even green beans instead of the watery ones. And there you have it, mixed veggies.